Top of the morning. Happy December 5th, coming to you live, coming to you well, coming to you right on the heels of Hawaii, which was an incredible journey. Took my mom out there, took my son out there. Like I said, I refused to have my mom pay for anything on this trip, even though my stepdad said, don't be a cheap ass, you pay for things. I didn't let my mom take out her wallet one time. And it's not a brag, you guys. It just feels really good to say, you know what, mom, I got you. This trip is on me. Let's go and celebrate you for your birthday. I talked to the front desk when we got there. I said, do you have any type of suites available for my mom? They said, we have this corner suite that has a wraparound deck. I said, we want that suite for her. So got my mom a suite, opened up the door. She just cried. And she's like, I've never stayed in a place so beautiful. And it just meant the world to her. But it meant more to me, I think, for me to be able to share that experience with my mom. Then she sat in my keynote presentation and my son was there, but he slept, but my mom didn't sleep. But overall, it was a good trip, good experience, meant the world to me. And so, you guys, I'm coming to you full of gratitude, full of excitement, and ready to get rolling on this beautiful Friday morning with you guys. So I'm going to have somebody take us out on the field per usual. That person is going to set the tone, set the energy, and set some intention for our call today. So that person, Blessing, she's whipping up some things in the kitchen today. Not sure what she's making, but homegirl, I'm going to turn it over to you and have you get started with our messaging for the day.
Happy Friday. I'm making some oatmeal. I just put my coffee on, just came back from the gym. So my sentiment today to everyone is that if you haven't figured out how to win the day already, reset. Figure out what you want to do that will move you forward, whether it's professionally or personally. Just do that one thing, because it's no longer time. We're not negotiating with emotions anymore. Every single person has a purpose. We have something bigger to do. So win the day from this moment forward. That's what I had.
Okay. Hey, I absolutely love that. Heather, really quick question. Are you going to be in Stockton today? If not, then I won't bring your records. I don't want them in the car if you're not going to be there.
Down, sorry. That mute button's tricky. No, I'm there.
Okay. All right, cool. Then I'll see you there. And by the way, really quick announcement, you guys. Next week, we're doing our Jingle and Mingle activities. We're doing Jingle and Mingle on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Now, the Jingle and Mingles are at different places throughout the Bay Area. And then the first one is going to be at my house. So if you're in the area and you would like to attend Jingle and Mingle, feel free to send me a message. I will go ahead and give you guys my address. For the people that are already on the team, you guys have my address. It's in our Slack channel as well as in our group chat. And that is going down on Tuesday the 9th, 4 to 6 p.m. Casa de Astuto. Be here. I got a private bar. I got people bringing out food. We're going to have music and stuff. And on Wednesday, Jingle and Mingle is going to be located in Oakland. We have a venue. We'll make sure to update the calendar. And then on Thursday, that is going to be out in Fairfield at a place called Manca Grill. So we'll make sure that everyone has all that. It's in... get your toes done if you're coming to my house, because I am a no shoes type of household. I don't want any busted ass toes up in my house. I'm just saying. Okay. I'm just saying, listen.
He will call you out. He will call you out.
Even if but no, last time we did an event here, we did records and real estate. Everyone came correct. All their nails were done. Their toes were clipped. Everyone looked good. Everyone's shoes were matching or socks were matching. It was great. But listen, you guys, even if you're not in my area, this part of the extended Bay, you guys are still welcome to come. And so this is something we do exclusively for our team. However, if you are one of our friends on the call and you'd like to come, feel free to drop by. We'd love to have you. But let's go ahead and get started, you guys. I'm excited about this time of year. We are in contract on my mom's first home. I think I've shared that with you guys, but it's just cool to be able to be here and like know that my mom's going to be a homeowner and she's going to move up here and live with that or live close to us. So it's a really, really exciting time for our family. And if you didn't know, now you know. I'm 46 years old and I have a freaking baby on the way, which is crazy. You think that you're busy. You think you got 2 businesses. You think you got kids and chickens and dogs. Listen, I'm right there in the same boat. We're all the same. Listen, it's how we're going to prioritize our time, what we're going to do, how we're going to schedule. I look at him like, you know what? I'm okay. I'm all right. I'm not filled with stress and anxiety. We'll be okay. Today, my wife loves me. Yesterday, not so much. Tomorrow, that's uncertain. It is this roller coaster of emotions that if I say that it's blue outside, what do you mean it's blue? There's some hint of gray out there. And so I just have to ride this wave and just understand that it's the baby who she's calling the little alien inside of her, a little pseudo alien that is sucking the life out of her. Nonetheless, today she is just a big fan of your boy. So let's go ahead and get right into the conversation, you guys. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. I have a quote that I wanted to share with you, and it came from John Maxwell. And I wanted to talk to you guys about passion. How many of you feel right now that you're passionate about what you do in this business? Please raise your hand if you feel that you're passionate. And I want you to raise your other hand if you feel that people can feel your level of passion in this business. Like when they're around you, they get a sense of, wow, I might not believe or be passionate about what Tanisha's passionate about, but I'll tell you what, I can feel it. And there's a sense of contagiousness around that passion. And so I want to share this quote with you. It came directly from John Maxwell. I thought it was really powerful. When you are around a passionate person, even if you are not passionate about what they are passionate about, you feel the contagiousness of it. They can't help themselves. They are selling when they are not trying to sell. They are teaching when they are not trying to teach. When the heart is on fire, sparks fly from their mouth. Sparks that catch fire. There's a contagiousness about passion. Listen, you guys, your passion is going to be translated in energy. If you're truly passionate about all the things that you're doing, creating, the opportunities, the memories, the impact that you're making, people are going to feel that. And oftentimes, you might get a client just because they feel your passion. You might get a referral because they say, gosh darn, Mohan, I feel your passion. Yeah, I would love for you to take this referral because I can't service that person. So you guys, check the temperature of your passion. Ask yourself, can people feel this? And am I really stoked about this industry? Right? If you're not stoked about this industry, if you're not walking around truly, truly excited and passionate, why in the world would somebody want to do business with you? Right? And if you're not passionate about this game, then you need to have a long discussion with yourself and say, is this the industry for me? Is this the industry for me? People should get a sense of where you're at just by the energy that you emit every single day. Do you think I'm passionate about this business? Do you think I'm passionate about coaching? Do you think I'm passionate about your growth? Absolutely. And I'm going to demonstrate that through my energy. And I want that to be the contagiousness when people around me are like, hey, listen, I might not be passionate about exactly what Elias is passionate about, but goddamn it, I could feel it. That's the same thing I want for you guys. I want them to feel that excitement, that passion, that level of energy for you guys. And at certain times, you're going to get business just because your level of passion that people feel. You guys understand that sentiment? Wonderful, wonderful. Let's get right into this. I got some things prepared for you guys, but I'm going to go to you first and foremost. We're going to talk about action. It is Friday. It's been a minute since I saw you guys. I was on the road, so I want to hear from you guys. I need 3 to 5 people to get involved in this conversation. I want you to share with me what action did you take this week and what were the results in your business. I want to be very, very clear. We're going to do a rapid fire session on this. Mohan, you had shared something before we started getting rolling. I probably want to call on you. But before we get to everybody's contribution, yes, throw your hands up. Thank you, Demian. Before we get there, Chicken Mom, you had shared something the other day on your stories. I thought it was really, really powerful. And I want you to share a little bit more context for everybody and why you shared those series of stories and what that meant and for the people that may have missed that messaging, because I thought it was really powerful. So Chicken Mom, let's go. Let's hear from you, my friend. Let's kick this thing off.
So
And no, nobody else can have this sweater. So anyways, go on.
No one can have this sweater because
Yeah, no one wants
it's original. Excuse me. I'm a cheer mom.
Listen, I'm in my cheer dad era customized shirt. So keep your shirt or keep your jacket. I'll keep my shirt.
I know what I'm getting you for Christmas. Anyways, why I posted those stories the other day was because I was missing Keep It Moving group coaching, and I was on YouTube looking at old videos, and I came across one from a little over a year ago, and I didn't even recognize her. I was like, wow, I was quiet. I wasn't like talking with my hands. I wasn't expressive. I used the word over and over and over again. I was so nervous. Looking back at it, I remember how that used to feel. And I teared up thinking like, God, I don't even recognize her. I don't even know that girl from a year ago. Like I've came into such a more comfortable person, like being who I am, and also growth. I grew being able to speak in front of people. That was such a challenge for me. And I also felt like I didn't have anything that I could contribute. So this last year on Keep It Moving group coaching is just been so much growth, and I was so thankful and proud of myself, and it was just crazy. It was crazy to go back and watch myself a year ago and not I didn't realize I had that much growth because it just kind of has came natural as I've presented myself on group coaching, and Elias has pushed me and people have supported me. So it was eye-opening, humbling at the same time to see like where you were. And it was crazy. And it's all because not all because it is because of group coaching and because I put myself out there and I started getting uncomfortable. I remember when I was either putting my hand up or about to get called on, my hands would start to sweat. My stomach would feel so nervous and I would almost just want to click off. I remember so many times when there would be times where I was getting ready to be called on or could be called on. I'd turn the camera off.
Mm.
Like, nope, camera's off. He won't call on me. And finally, I was like, no, we're not turning the camera off. We're not turning the camera off because our hair is funky. We're not turning the camera off because we're nervous. We're not turning it off because we have our glasses on. No, we're not turning the camera off. Girl, you're getting in front of the camera. You're going to keep pushing yourself. And I'm so glad I did because to see myself I also had watched a video from just a couple weeks ago. So that was kind of what started it. And to watch myself a couple weeks ago, I was comfortable. I was myself. I was expressive. Like it was amazing. And thank you, Coach Elias, because you do continue to push us. And I'm really seeing the growth. And I thank you for
Wow.
that. And anyone who's new here or a visitor here, keep showing up. Turn on the camera. Be uncomfortable. Who cares about your funky hair? You could have a zit on your nose. Be Rudolph. Like, who cares? Honestly, if things are meant for you, they're going to come. So you have to put yourself out there and grow. Don't be
Let's
afraid.
go. Let's go. And you know what? Let's just give her love, light, positive energy for all the growth that she has had. The leader that you are, you've always had something to contribute. It just, you had to find the time where it made sense for you to actually contribute. Because in that video, what I noticed is if this is the frame of the video, you were literally, your physiology shrunk in the video and your voice had shrunk. And then like I see you now, like even just the framing of this, you guys. And yes, I am particular about everything, framing, the lighting, everything, posture, shoulders back, head up, chest out. Like it's a different Brianna. And so I'm so glad that you've experienced growth. I'll always be here in your corner to push you, to have real fun conversations with you, to bust your chops because I love you that much, to bust your chops. So my friend, I appreciate your sentiment. Thank you for your words of wisdom. And it's really cool to see that you found a best friend in our environment as well.
Yes, you guys, and I can't stress it enough. Keep moving.
All right, cool. I love it. Appreciate your sentiment. Let's go over to D Bledsoe. Remember, you guys, I need 3 to 5 people to get involved in the conversation. I chose Brianna. So if you're going to get involved, make sure you throw your hand up using the reaction button down below. D Bledsoe, good to see you yesterday. Let's go, my man. Action that you took this week and the results in your business. Let's go.
Likewise. I just got a few different levels, though. Piggybacking off what Brianna was talking about, I met a newer agent, used to work with you at Coldwell Banker yesterday. I think her name was Veronica. And she was saying that, Elias has been pushing me to get on social media, and I'm not really about that. And I'm like, hey, it took him 2 years of pushing me during these group coaching sessions because she had told me that she'd seen me on YouTube. And I'm like, shit, I've never seen any of those videos, but that's cool. I'm like, but it took me 2 years to listen to you and get my face on social media like that. And now I'm like, I don't even go to the office without plans to make a video. And so that's
Hey,
just
let me pause you for a quick second. This is 8 years of me pushing.
yeah.
8 years, bro.
took me 2 years to listen to you. Now you can't keep me off of it. I'm the one with the most edited videos out of the fast booth and all that. But it took that pushing from this group coaching for me to get there. So I appreciate you for that for sure. Because I have gotten leads from being present on the internet, and people just think of me now as a realtor, whereas they didn't before then. Um, but then another level to that is that um, what the hell? Oh, you were talking about the passion and people seeing passion. I've been super inconsistent with doing open houses for one reason or another. This past weekend, I worked Jeff and Jen's open house in Pinole.
Mm-hmm.
Best open house I've had, and I'm going on 10 years. I picked up 4 buyer clients from it. Never had that type of success from an open house before, but it's because I'm exuding confidence in there. Like, I've been super clear these past 30 days intentionally because I haven't been drinking, I haven't smoked, and whatever. That's personal, but it transcends into business. So I'm telling my wife the other day, I'm like, this is the best open house I've had in damn near 10 years. And there's no coincidence that I'm feeling better about myself, that I'm presenting myself like that. So the passion definitely exudes, and it helps to achieve what you're trying to achieve. And then the last point that I think I was supposed to talk about, action that we're taking. Just got a flex client in a contract for 1.2 ish. Quick 15-day close, but it was again one of those persistent things. Like, I was at Glowfari a couple weeks ago with this with my family. Client wanted to see a house around the corner. I hurry up, left them, got them a ride with a friend that we were with, showed them this house. We didn't end up riding on that one because they raised the price by 100,000 the same night that we were at the house. But the next day or 2 days later, they called about a house we had seen 2 weeks before that I thought they didn't like, and they're like, Demian, let's put an offer in on this. We want to go for this house. Let's be aggressive. But again, just showing up and taking action and being intentional instead of shying away or letting the no deter you or even slow you down.
Mm.
Nah, fuck that. We're trying to achieve a goal, and we're trying to help our clients achieve a goal. And so I'm being a lot more intentional and persistent and feeling a lot better about that and seeing results from it. Oh, and then lastly, um, my volunteer session. This was the first time that we filled up every one of our spots this this month in 3 years. We're going on 3 years of doing this monthly, and this was the first time that I filled up all the spots. So again, everything is kind of aligning right now, and I don't think it's coincidental that I've made some sacrifices for that to happen. So encouragement to tell y'all to keep working until it works. It might sound cliche, is my thing, but work until it works. It works.
And listen, I don't think that that's a sacrifice. I know what you're talking about. I don't think it's a sacrifice. I mean, I think it's no surprise that you had your best open house because you are probably at like a peak state, right? You're feeling different. You're doing the work on yourself, my man. So I'm super happy for you. I love that. Congratulations on your new transaction. Speaking of new transactions, let's go over to Mohan. Mohan, when he came onto the team, he set a goal for himself. So talk a little bit about the action that you took this week, the results, what's happening in your business, my man. Let's have you share.
Sure. So thank you for this opportunity, Elias and the team. It has been a journey. Before joining the team, I was all by myself. And it is like, you drive on a freeway where there are no lanes. If you don't have lanes, it is very chaotic. And same thing was going through in my life. And joining this team, it gave me a system, a structure that in place. And what I've realized is after joining the Flex team, it has really made me get in touch with many clients, and which enhanced my own confidence, my own belief, and I become more relaxed. And the script that I use also becomes more refined as I go day by day. And I believe, this journey is all self-change.
Yeah.
So, team, everybody shares their own things, and sometimes some of the individual story might be my own story. And so that helps. And that exactly has, happened in my life. And then because of that, I kept working and increasing my own, capacity, and then skill set. All of these things, made me a lot more confident, comfortable inside. And once we do that, results will always follow. And that's what I could see. In the last 3 months, I was able to close 2 deals, and then I have one in contract last week. And then when I was talking to Elias when I joined the team back in April, he asked me, "How many deals you want to close this year?" When I said 5 or 6, I didn't know how that number is going to work. And then I just threw in that number because I'd never closed that many in my previous years. And so now I've got 3 deals, and then I'm expecting one more to get into contract, hopefully by end of this year. So I would say
Beautiful.
it has been a personal change, individual change for the better. And yet everybody has contributed for my self change. And I think it is vice versa for everybody. Thank you.
And Mohan, just so everybody knows, your average sales price this year as a new agent on the team, what is your average sales price? Just to give everybody, hope and insight. What is that average sales price?
Average sales price, I would say about 900K.
900K. So
Yeah.
you guys, he has a pending on Mindy at 730 in Pittsburgh. He sold a house at 1,020,000, 1.7 in Pleasanton. And so he's hitting that higher echelon. And so well done, my friend. Congratulations on all your success. Let's go over to Heather. Heather, I'm curious to know who's holding the phone because your arms were moving, but then the
Yeah,
camera.
me. I have my selfie stick. I'm walking around my neighborhood with my selfie stick.
Okay.
Hi.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right, let's go, tourist. Tell us about the action that you took this week and the result in your business. Let's roll.
Shit. I dropped my earbud. Ah, sorry. I'm gonna leave one in. Mohan, you're so zen, dude. Like seriously. And I'm super happy for you because I remember conversations with Mohan when he was just trying to get started. And I knew that once he started doing the flex, like it was just all gonna work for him. So it's awesome. And congratulations, Mohan. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear, my friend. We're with you.
Okay. Questions I took this week. So I'm sure you've seen it. You couldn't have not seen it. Uh, about my event coming up next weekend with Merry Grinch Picks. So I'm super excited about that. But it's been so cool because like everybody wants to help. Um, and Sabrina, thank you to her. We got a photographer that's going to do the pictures for free. I've got friends doing the balloon banner. My other friends that own a coffee shop were doing it at that location. And everybody's just been like all hands on deck. Um, so that has been great. And then I have great events on social media, everything like that. And then I sent everything out via text. I made phone calls. I still have to do a video about it. But I have so many people that are stoked about it and want to come. So, I'm pretty sure, in some amount of time, there's going to be business from it. But I think just overall, I'm just very happy and grateful to just have so many people that want to participate and be part of it. And just so many people just reacting positively to it and just being able to do this for my community, giving to a charity. I called the director of the charity. She is super stoked and she wants to be there and very grateful. And I don't know. And I know that staying top of mind, being part of the community and getting out in front of people is really important. And I know business will come of it, but at this point in time, I am just sorry. I was walking too fast and I have gum on my mouth. At this point in time, it just gives me all the good feels and just makes me super happy. And I'm just very, very stoked about it. So that's the event that we have coming up. So if you're in the Stanislaus County area, uh, December 14th, 12 to 4, Merry Grinch Picks, free to public, pet friendly. All the proceeds go to Family Promise of Greater Modesto.
Ah,
Yeah,
beautiful.
so
Well,
I'm super stoked about it.
you should be. You should be. And the marketing looks really, really good. And so, like she said, you guys, community involvement, awareness, a byproduct is you just having conversations that can ultimately lead to you serving your community and helping them buy and sell real estate. So I absolutely
Yeah.
love this. We're
One
gonna
more thing, it's a Pure Grind coffee shop, by the way.
say again.
Downtown Modesto. Pure Grind coffee shop.
Cool. If you
Downtown
can,
Modesto.
really quick, if you can put the link or for the event down below, that way people can come out, contribute, help, and then participate. And we're going to go one more really quick, rapid fire, Nicole, action that you took this week and the results in your business. Let's roll. Thank you, Heather.
Okay, so rapid fire, just make it 3 things. So for the last 30 days or so, I've been really just doing a reset for my business. I've been kind of exhausted these last few months. And then I realized why. I'm at my 2-year anniversary for my stem cell transplant. So I've been really just trying to consolidate things to conserve my energy. So my Piedmont listing is almost done with the remodel. We're still waiting for the windows to come in. We went by with the stager this week just to get little last nuggets to input, just to make sure that when we go on hard. My land lot listing, I am working on doing a drive-through food drive. I just got a partnership with a nonprofit because I couldn't get food directly from the food bank for the event without help. So I'm getting all those things. I should have a green light by Monday. So I'll be reaching out to all you guys to help me pass out food boxes. And yeah, also training Nico for skip tracing to help consolidate some things in my business. You go in here and fill out this spreadsheet. So those are all the things I'm doing.
I love that. I love that. Putting them to work. I love that. Teaching them young. Really, really good stuff. Appreciate your contribution, you guys. I'm going to go into some questions for you guys, and then I'm going to leave you with a quick exercise for everybody to do today. And so I'm going to go into here. As always, on Friday, I want to ask you guys some questions. Now, before I go into any of the questions, every single year, I recommend that you guys buy this, and I'm going to bring it up one more time. So every single year, especially as we're going into the new year, I always recommend that you guys buy this. It is on sale right now. I think it's about 20 bucks. That's 20 bucks. Might have a little bit of a slower delivery because of the holiday season, but this is something that if you're the type of person that wants to journal, do some reflecting, make sure that you understand exactly what you're doing every single day. There's a high performance habit planner by Brandon Bouchard. He wrote the book High Performance Habits. He also wrote the book Motivation Manifesto. Really, really good reads. So I would highly recommend that you get this planner and get it now so you're ready to go into the new year with your new planner. And so what I did is I created some questions and I want to present this to you guys and I want to make sure that we get reflective. And so I asked a couple quick questions to each of you guys, and Blessing, you are going to be up first. And so Blessing, let's go ahead and take yourself off of mute. I'm just going to pick some people to get involved in the conversation. Blessing, what was the main struggle you faced this week, and did you meet it with honesty and effort or avoidance, my friend? Let's have you answer that question first. Let's roll.
The main struggle I faced this week, so I am doing similar to Nicola reset and trying to really get clear on my alignment and what I am focused on. And my priority this week has been my health. So there's been some changes that I needed to make as far as just kind of getting lost in the negative thoughts and changing that soundtrack. So something that I have started doing to directly attack that is just starting to read for my own growth. And there's this book that I started listening to the audiobook I wasn't connected. So I finally bought the book. I've been sitting with it. It's called Boundaries by Harry Townsend. And when you talk about doing the work and actually facing where you are, you can't not do the work when you're reading a book on boundaries. So there's been some minor changes that I've made as far as the interactions I have with people, saying no. I had a really good friend call me in the middle of the workday, and as much as I would love to sit and talk with her, had to be like, I have to focus on this. And I was uncomfortable saying that, but I needed to protect my own time. So that is something that I did, where I'm just protecting that time so that I can actually focus and work on what will drive my business forward and put me in a place to actually show up in the way where I can show up and not feel guilty.
Blessing, man, I appreciate this, and I love the reflection and love the deep work that you've done this year, and will continue to do in 2026. Heather, make sure to set up an event on Eventbrite so you can share that with the beautiful community and everyone can come out and support you in a large way. If not, go to Partyful and do that. It's a fun way to do events. Now, let me ask you a question, everybody. How many of you are facing struggles in this business? Please raise your hand. Be honest, be real, be truthful. Thank you. Appreciate that. So I want someone to answer this question. If you know you're facing a struggle in this business, if you were mentoring someone dealing with the same exact struggle that you're dealing with right now, what would you tell them to do differently? And why aren't you giving yourself that same grace or guidance? So I want someone to answer this question. If you were mentoring somebody right now with the same struggles that you're going through in this business, and you can look into the eye, be like, wake up, get your shit together, do this, stop Eeyore, whatever it is. Like, what would it actually be? So I'll go to Mohan. Mohan, rapid fire, big dog. If you were mentoring someone dealing with the same struggle, what would you tell them to do? And are you giving yourself that same grace?
Just have the thought that you believe in yourself. I can do it. When everybody else are doing it, I can do it. Just believe in yourself. Have the thought, nurture that thought every single day, and that will get the results.
Man, I couldn't agree more. Rosanna, I think you rose your hand. Was that a hand up? Thank you, Mohan. Appreciate you.
Yeah, I don't find, yeah, well, my struggle and my challenge is to get and can, I mean, to get all the knowledge in all of this technology, all the apps, the platforms, and things like that. But I was talking to myself and I said, as Mohan says, I mean, you put your own limits. So keep going. I'm going to do everything I think everything is possible. So keep going. That's it.
Good, my friend. And listen, oftentimes people want to try to learn everything in this game. And it's impossible to learn everything that you need to know in this game. Oh, I got to read this. I got to understand this. I got to watch this video. I have to make sure I understand the contract. It's all good and well, you guys, but the confidence comes second. The confidence doesn't come before. Oftentimes people think, I'm going to think all these things and read all these things and I'll learn all these things. Then I'll have the confidence. No, the confidence comes from the doing first. So I'm going to do it. Imperfect, ready, I'm going to do it scared. And then the confidence comes second. And so just taking the action despite knowing the results, that's where the true growth is. And that's where the confidence will be spawned. And so I appreciate your sentiment on this, Rosanna. Let's go back over to Blessing. Blessing, thoughts, contributions, insights on the conversation. Let's roll.
Yeah, and to the point, the second part of that question of like, why are you not giving yourself the same grace? A lot of times we think that our problems are different from others, and we can speak life into others and give them that grace. And then we don't really want to allow others to help us by, again, seeing ourselves as the same way. So when you are trying to like go through those problems or go through that struggle, and it's like, oh, well, I've got this, I've got that. You're almost trying to like separate yourself from the other person and make it seem like you're different, realizing like every single person has problems or has obstacles, but the situations are the same. We all have to overcome fear. We all have to overcome that imposter syndrome at some point. We all have to face that. Just the way that it shows up in our individual lives may be different, but at the core of it, it is the same. So when you start to go through it, and it's like, oh, well, they have a different circumstance or they don't have the same thing. Like that's that negativity that you have to face head on And in that moment is where you really do want to grab the grace and say, I am human. I am going through this. It will not kill me. It is just something I have to go through on my own to be refined by this situation. So, oh my goodness, I don't know. I just got like really emotional about that. But you have to give yourself grace. And if it irritates you, the thought of giving grace, you have to look and see exactly what's at the core of that, because that's the only way you're going to be able to allow it.
Wow. Well said, my friend. I really, really appreciate your sentiment. Let's continue cruising on. Trinae, you are up next, my friend. She's like, damn it. But you're here. Your camera's on, my friend. So I'm going to present here. Boom, bam. Let me put this up on the count on the screen. So Trinae, let me read this out loud to you. So, my friend, name one decision you could have made that would have moved your life and business forward faster this week. Why didn't you make it? And if you did make it, then congratulations. And what changes today if you did not? So let's roll, Trinae.
Decision actually was confidence in myself. Because I had, well, a story. My uncle had decided to go with a different realtor to look for a home. And then I don't know what happened. And like a week later, he had called me back and was like, I want to go with you. And so now I had set up a buyer's consultation with him for next week. And I think it was all because I believed in myself and that confidence that, well, I didn't have confidence, but well, I did, but I didn't. You know, how you present yourself to your family, but they always seem to go to someone else. I don't know what it is. They always seem to go to someone else. But like I said, he did come back and he was like, I want to work with you. So now I have a buyer's consultation with him next week and setting that all up. And I do have assistance from my mentor, which is Christine. So I've been talking to her as well. But I feel like if I just keep that mindset of just keep going, be patient with yourself, and just believe in yourself, because a lot of times as new agents, we just like, oh, we can't do that. Or we look at other people and we kind of compare ourselves to people that's online. And we're like, man, I wish I could be like them or do more. But you can, if as long as you have, you know, that same confidence and just believe in yourself and keep going as well.
Wow, really powerful. And so, was there something that changed? Was there something that you realized that gave you a little bit more confidence? Was there something that happened that said, you know what, I do feel that more confident, and now I'm going to exude more confidence? Was there a moment that you feel like changed that?
It was a moment that I took a step back, like everybody's saying, like refocus, reset, and realign, and just really dive into my business. You know, we tend to sit back and just like, well, everything will come to me. Well, nothing will come to you if you don't work for it. So just continue to like grind and go. And then also my daughter, she's my motivation as well. So I have to be an example for her because she's in school. She wants to be an architect. And I'm like, you can't be a lazy architect. So you have to work for it. Because she's like, I just want the money. I'm like, no, you have to work to get to where you want to go. So I think her, and like I said, just resetting and refocusing and believing in myself too.
Man, wow, I'm so glad you contributed. I appreciate your thoughts. I appreciate your contributions. I'm gonna go over to, let's see who, TT. I saw her smile when you said your uncle. I saw her smile. It's really, really like evident that she's like, no way, uncle went with somebody else. But let me ask you, TT, what is one thing outside of your comfort zone that would stretch your identity if you committed to doing it today? It's one thing that you could do that's going to stretch you outside of your comfort zone today, my friend. Let's roll.
Outside of my comfort zone, there's a lot of things.
All right,
You know
give us
what?
one.
I guess filming myself all the time because I see everybody's life online and I love seeing it. And I feel like I need to do more of that. But like busting out the camera is kind of outside of my comfort zone because I have transitioned into being in the moment more. So it's outside of my comfort zone to be like, hey, can you take several pictures of me right now? Will I be extra? But the extra is what creates business for me. So that's kind of
Okay.
outside of my comfort zone, but I need to do it more, especially
Okay.
my Zumba classes.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen a Zumba video recently.
I'm always dancing. I'm in the moment. I love connecting with my students. I don't bother with the camera. I used to in my 30s, but not anymore. I
Just
just
set a
love,
tripod up. Let's get some content.
I'll do it. Next week. It's on and cracking. I'll do it.
It's on and cracking. Okay, cool. Well, I appreciate that. And listen, anytime you go somewhere, anytime I go to an event, a trip, I always just take pictures or get a little bit of B-roll, and I'm going to come back to that and use that. Like I got a bunch of stuff from Hawaii I haven't even used. I'll use that. When I go to the East Coast, I'll use that later on. And so always find a moment just to capture some of that content, even if you don't use it that day. Maybe some of that stuff goes on the stories, but then you come back a week later and create a reel from it. So
I'll do
my
that.
friend, I appreciate that. I appreciate your sentiment. Let's go. Let me let Stephanie back in the room. I'm going to go over to, let's go. Ross, I'm going to go to you, big dog. You ready? Let's see. Maybe you can find his mute button. Stop sharing. Big dog, you there? Say yes if you can hear me. Oh, I lost him. I don't know where he went. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Okay, I'm going to go let David back in. All right, cool. Jessica, I'm going to go over to you, my friend. You ready? Jessica Segura Hernandez.
Yes, sorry.
All right, there we are. There we are. There we are. Okay, my friend, let's go. So I'm going to have you answer this question up next. What are the top 3 priorities today that actually move your business forward? Not the busy work, just trajectory work, just the work that you know is going to make an impact. What are the top 3 priorities if you look at your calendar for today that you must accomplish? Let's roll.
I have a reel that I need to post on social media, so I'm gonna upload that in a bit. And prospecting, as well as um, holiday cards. So I didn't get the chance to do that yesterday. So I need to go to the store today, buy the cards, and start writing them up. And I also want to put I saw another agent do it, but the scratchers. So buying scratchers, the cards, and then sending those out next week.
Yeah, so Christina Pineda buys $150, $200 worth of scratchers, $2 scratchers, and then she puts them in her holiday cards and she sends them out. You guys, little stuff like that works. $2 bills, you can go to the bank and they have $2 bills. Those things work. And so 150, $200, I think that's a really, really good spend. And so I love that this is a priority for you and that you're going to get that done by today. So wonderful. Great share. I appreciate you. Good to see you. Let's continue cruising on. This goes for everybody. I want you guys to put your responses down in the chat below. Take a pause, put your responses in the chat down below. What absolutely must be done today for you to feel proud when your head hits the pillow tonight? This is what's going to help you sleep better tonight. Not waking up, oh my God, I wish I would have done that. Fuck, I'm in repair mode. I got to repair tomorrow or yesterday in order for me to have a good day tomorrow. Like all these things that keep us up at night. What absolutely must be done today for you to feel proud when your head hits that pillow tonight? Go to the chat now, light the chat up, and I want to hear from you guys. Everybody has a thought. Everybody has a contribution. Everybody has an insight. So go in the chat right now and put your guys' answers. And I'll start looking at follow up with 20 prior conversations. I love this. Make a connection on farming calls today. Make a connection on farming calls. I guess I need a little bit more color on that. I don't know what that is. Schedule the pest inspection in Seaside. Okay, cool. The gym and role play the buyer consultation. That's what's up. I love that. Completing my follow up plan, completing all my follow up. Issue 2 pre-approval so they can start the home search. Keep them coming, you guys. Put the offer in today. Let's go. Submit an offer. Haley said, prepare for my upcoming open house with a new reel and flyers. Let's go, you guys. Write out 50 cards. Call all active buyers that I didn't show homes to this week. Follow up with the agent that showed my listing recently. Man, look at this intention, you guys. I absolutely love this. Keep it cruising. Who else has something? Anybody else? Let you guys type. All right, cool. I'll come back to this in a moment. I know people are doing hair, doing baby's hair, getting ready on the road. Write 30 cards, set up appointments for 2 buyers. Okay, very, very cool. Absolutely love this, you guys. Absolutely love this. So let me go. I lost you guys for a second. Sorry, I couldn't see you. Sorry. I tried to log back into Zoom. I just hid my screen. I couldn't see you guys. I was in a panic.
And mute, and I was like, what is happening? Like, I can see. I think we all
I was like
down for a moment.
I was frantic. I couldn't find the button. It was like hidden down below. But anyways, you guys, I want you guys to reflect. I want you guys to be clear. I wasn't able to see you guys for this week, and so I want to make sure that we're all on the same page. And then let's do this. I'm going to have a quick reflection for you guys to do at the end of the night tonight. And I'll share the screen. And now I know where everyone is. Okay, perfect. Here we go. So this could be your evening journaling time before you hit the hay tonight. What was one moment from today you genuinely appreciated? And what does that tell you about what matters most? When you look at the day today, be like, man, me doing that outreach or me doing that follow up or whatever it was, like that felt really, really good. I felt alive. I feel, super passionate and excited about that. What does that tell you about what matters most? What task or situation did you handle well today? And what does that say about your growth? Right? There's a time in this business where maybe those things would have stressed you out. Maybe those things would have been so stressful. You're like, oh my God, I just need a drink. Right? But now you're just like, you know what? This is commonplace for me. I'm okay with this. I can handle this at a very, very high level. I can handle stress and litigious situations in ways that are way different because I'm more aware of who I am as a human being. What did you learn or realize today that needs to be carried into tomorrow? And yes, carry these things on to the next day. Where could you have shown up 10% better today? Maybe that's in your prospecting. Maybe that is in your follow-up. Maybe it's in your social media content. Maybe it's in your presence as a significant other, as a parent. I don't know. You guys come up with your own answers. And what does that version of you look like? If you were to show up 10% more for your wife today, for your husband, for your children, for your prospects, what would that look like? What would have made you feel more connected to others today? And how could you build that into your routine moving forward? Right? The fact that you guys are doing your holiday reach outs. This is a time where we can feel really connected. Do the heart-centered approach. Make sure that people feel you on a very, very conscious level. And if you were your own high-performance coach right now, what honest message would you deliver to yourself about today? No fluff, just truth. At the end of the day today, I want you to put your high-performance coach hat on. And I want you to have a conversation with yourself and say, you know what? This is the message I would give to myself. You suck today. You are amazing today. You need to work harder today. You had nothing but excuses today. You said you were going to do all these things and you didn't. You had a bunch of stuff on your calendar and you didn't follow through. In the realm of possibility, could you have done those things? What stood in the way? And what's going to change on Saturday? What's going to change on Sunday? What's going to change on Monday? Put your coach hat on tonight and have a high level, a high performance coach conversation with yourself and ask yourself and give yourself very, very honest feedback and constructive criticism and polishing points and say, what will you do differently tomorrow? And if you give yourself advice and say, well done, congratulations, you hit all of your key metrics for the day. You did everything that you said you were going to do and you kept the schedule that was needing to be kept. Congratulations, give yourself all the praise and all the glory that you deserve. Let's go around the room, get a full couple key takeaways before we wrap sesh today. I'm going to go over to Ross. Ross, you got a moment, big dog? I called on you earlier. And then we'll go Brady, Alfonso. We've gone through the whole getting ready journey. The baggy sweater looks great. Ross, if you can find that mute button, big dog. If not, it's okay. There it is. Key thought, key takeaway from our time together. Let's roll.
Man, I got my hands a little full, but key takeaway would be to I think I'm gonna go with Demian's work until it works.
That's right. That's right. Don't default on me though, bro. Don't default on me. Anything else?
I really don't. I've been I joined the meeting late, so I think I need to just kind of be a little bit more aware of my time. And I don't know, I got kind of stuck, man. I got sick kids and
Listen, man, respect to you as a father. We understand. Listen, I look around this call. We've done that before. We've missed calls. We've come on late, with sick kids, sick, ourselves. And so, my man, all the grace and glory to you, my man. You're here. You're with your kids, man. That's what matters the most. I appreciate you. If you need anything, let us know. Brandy Alfonso, let's go to you, big dog.
Thank you for calling me out, though, man. I appreciate that. I need to speak up on here a lot more, and I'm glad you called me out. So,
well, I appreciate you being here, bro.
I'll raise my hand next time, so you don't got to call on me.
Listen, I appreciate how much you're showing up to, man. I see you in the office. Keep doing your thing. Brandy Alfonso, let's go to you. Key thought, key takeaway, and we'll go to Jeff to close this out. Let's go, Brandy.
Key thought is keep moving it forward. Like the reflection from what everyone has said is keep moving forward. Show up, keep moving forward, let your passion shine, and things will come back to you. If you missed it once, and actually, it's not even about if you missed it. If it missed you, it's gonna come back. It's gonna come back, whether it's the same opportunity or a better opportunity. There's always room for going up. So yeah, that's just the sentiment is keep letting your passion shine. Things will see you. Keep moving it forward. Own the day and give yourself grace in the moments where you do show up.
Let's go, my friend. I appreciate it. I'll see you a little bit later.
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Let's go, Jeff. Jeff, take us away, bro. Key thoughts, key takeaways from our time together today.
Awesome. Great call. I loved I love Mohan, and I loved I think it was Brianna. Just the growth that you can have, but you don't even, it's kind of like, I don't know, maybe like working out, eating right, doing the right thing in your life. You don't see it, later today. You don't see it tomorrow. You don't see it next week. You don't even see it in 2 or 3 weeks. But if someone doesn't see you for 6 months, they're like, oh my gosh, holy smokes. And I think what I got from Mohan, what I got from Brianna was, experiencing that in who we are as, professionals, real estate professionals, mortgage professionals, that growth that we have that we don't even notice. But as long as you're here, as long as you're showing up, as long as you're doing the things, that growth is going to be there. Even if you don't maybe feel it every day or every week. And, and again, being on this call pushes us to do those types of things and the accountability. So, that's just my takeaway is one, give yourself some grace because you are making those strides. You may not see it, you may not feel it all the time, but then also be conscious of making sure that you are doing the things that are going to, contribute to that growth. So,
wow, Jeff, I really appreciate your perspective on this. I've read something about bamboo, like bamboo doesn't grow right away. You have to water and water and water. And then when it starts to grow, like rapid growth. And I think that each of you guys on some conscious level have experienced that. We watered for years and years and years. Then all of a sudden your growth just took off like crazy. So I appreciate that sentiment. So you guys, thank you for being here. Thank you for all your contributions. Go out there and wreck it this weekend. Go and have some amazing open houses. Do what you need to do. Hopefully you've already done your door knocking. If not, do the door knocking today for your open houses this weekend. In the coming weeks, and as we go into January, we're going to do an open house mastery session again. We've done this in the past. I want to make sure that we do this training again. I think that I hear a lot of the conversations around how do I do the best open house? So much of it comes down to the smallest of nuances, literally the smallest of nuances. So we're going to do an open house mastery. We're going to do some AI training. We're going to do some things in the office. So be on the lookout for that. I'm creating the calendar now. That will be the Q1 calendar for in-person training. And so we're going to make sure to go full tilt in 2026. I am not slowing down. We're going to go full throttle into the new year. Our goal for next year is to sell 1,000 homes. We're already exceeding 800 homes sold this year. So hitting 1,000 homes sold next year does not seem like it is too far out of reach for us. So you guys have an amazing day. Have an amazing weekend. And as always, my friends, keep it moving towards your dreams, goals, and vision, and make today a day that truly matters. Peace, and I love you guys all. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.